Will Emily June please come forward? In a teaching career that now spans 27 years, there are many highlights. Having taught Emily this year is near the top of the list. Simply put, Emily loves to learn. In a career as a teacher, you will only have a handful of students this good. In a career as a teacher, you will only have a handful of students this good. She possesses what physicist Richard Feynman described as the pleasure of finding things out. As much as Emily loves to learn, she is even more passionate about learning in depth, knowing every last detail, and not accepting explanations or writings that are less than complete or compelling, even if they come from me. This model learner is the daughter of Jeremy and Kathy June and the sister of Jerry June. Will they please stand and be recognized? When describing an earthquake, 5.3 means bone-rattling intensity. In terms of hurricane strength, it is off the Safford-Simpson scale. Yet when 5.3 is the value of Emily's GPA, it comes as no shock at all. Her GPA is the result of getting A's in every one of her high school classes. It's that simple. That number is an indicator of her desire to know, to learn, to understand. She relishes that challenge, not the grade that later confirms her mastery. Emily will attend the University of Miami's 7-year medical program next year. She intends ultimately to pursue a career in surgery, and I can think of no student, present nor past, whom I would more trust that life-saving task to. It is my pleasure to present to you an earthquake of an intellect, a whirlwind scholar and thinker, my student, my friend, and your salutatorian, Emily June.
Thank you. To set the sentimental tone, I'd first like to do something that tends to be so elusive, but it's so simple. I'd like to thank my parents and my family, because to them I owe gratitude that I can't substantiate with words. And I'd also like to thank my teachers, all of whom I respect deeply, and of whose respect I have zealously sought to earn. And now that you all think I'm just one big gigantic kiss-up, I'd like to turn to more serious issues, something that will affect us all. Yes, global warming. Okay, so I'm not Al Gore, and it is not my responsibility to save the world from melting ice caps. But I guess what I'm hinting at is an analogy to what is hopefully a more graduation-appropriate topic. There are things in our lives that easily escape our attention. There are very important things that get shuffled to the back every day. As the oversaid sentiment goes, we only realize how much we miss something until after it's gone. I'm indeed guilty of driving a car that emits carbon dioxide, but more importantly, I'm guilty of getting too invested in not too important things and sacrificing the important things. I mean, I didn't get to be salutatorian by not being an obsessively competitive AP class gorging GPA file. But what it took me some time to realize was that what was essential to my life was often something that I neglected. Sometimes my friends, sometimes my parents, and even sometimes my health. As we're graduating, going to college, embarking on independence, it is really hard to ignore all the small things because there's so many of them. But what may result is just forgetting the macroscopic view. I know, we've all been there though, throwing a hysterical fit because someone removes you from their top 8 on MySpace, maybe freak out a little bit because some other girl is wearing the same exact prom dress as you. But maybe fixating on the last decimal point of your GPA, making sure that you don't lose the number 2 rank. So, okay, maybe that was only me. The thing is, MySpace drama, wardrobe malfunctions, and class rank will not kill you. Selling your kidneys for an A might do some irreparable damage. If you cheat to get ahead, you might lose your integrity, your own character. And if you sacrifice your true self to fit some empty expectation of friends or society, you just might lose yourself. Sacrificing the essential in search of the seemingly important superficial happens gradually, kind of like global warming. And though it's not yet scientifically conclusive, these frivolous fixations can destroy our world. So as much as we, the class of 2007, have already accomplished, and as much as I believe we can all do big things to change the world, and I'm not only talking about raising the global temperature, we should take a look at the things that we have taken for granted, all the things that we couldn't have made it this far without. Things we should cherish and protect with our lives because they are our lives. And just forget for 1 second that imperfect section of your hair that you have to fix and that they made you sit next to that guy. And look around at all the amazingness. The people who love you, your bright futures, your youth, health, and potential. I then make a vow, and as cheesy and cliche as it might sound, I hope you make the same one with me, and that is to value and pay attention to the things that really matter, to thank the intrinsic things that make life worth living, and to stop wasting talents and energy on the things that just don't. And of course, to find an alternative fuel source. Thank you.